Hello, sellers. It's Kathy, and I love to be selling on eBay. Come on in. Oh, this is so good. You're going to love this because it's answering questions. I have seen this question posted numerous times, like at least a dozen times in the past couple weeks. I have the solution, so come on in and get it. And thank you so much for joining me live on my Facebook business page. I love to be selling. And those that catch me on my YouTube channel, Kathy Terrill, I love to be selling. Thank you. And those that download my podcast, Kathy Terrill, I love to be selling. Thank you so much. So what I'm addressing is this eBay habit. It is time to let it go. It's like, let this one go. And people do this all the time. And it's, so anyway, let's talk about this because I want you to stop doing it because it's causing you pain. It's also going to lose you sales. And that's what I'm most concerned about. What I love to do is share tips that are going to get you sales. So just a simple version of this. And then I'm actually going to take you to an eBay tool and show you how you can do this for yourself. Because I like to show people, it's great to give information, but you also want to teach people like how to do this. So yes, Kathy knows this, but I want you to know this and know how to do it. So I'm in New York City, as you can probably tell from my background with the yellow cabs. And I keep an eye out for some really cool, like souvenir kind of things in New York City to sell on eBay that are not mass market, that are more unique collectible kind of things. And if you don't do that for your area, do it. I mean, you might think, oh, well, everybody can get this in Boston or everybody can get this in Chicago or Atlanta or Kansas City or whatever you are. But it's just not true. And there's people that love things, from your town, from your city, from your state, and they're not able to get it. It'll be people all across the United States. It also sells, I have found quite well, through eBay International Shipping. So our non-US folks are in here looking for some cool USA collectibles, just to let you know. So I spotted this really cool, it was sort of like a tropical vibe keychain. It looked really nice. It was brand new, very colorful. I was like, oh, this looks interesting. Good branding, it looked really interesting. So I go on eBay and they cost, it was like $12, $13 for the keychain. So I'm figuring, and it's light. So I'm figuring, maybe $3 or $4 to ship. It'll make it like 20. And then I got to pay eBay 25. So I'm really looking to price this at like 39, 40, that kind of thing or higher because we're doing promoter listings. So I go on eBay and I saw them sure enough listed for like 40 with paid shipping. And I went, this is good. There was only a couple of up. So it's like, I'm not going to have a ton of competition on this. So I went, oh, this looks really interesting. Okay. But then I checked solds. And all I did was in the app, I just checked solds. And guess what? Not one had sold at $39. Two had sold similar style for $18. And this thing would have cost me $12. I probably would have made like $1. And for me, if I'm making $1 and I'm taking pictures and I'm listing and my time, maybe if it's multi-quantity, maybe if I'm getting like 50, 60 of them, because yes, I'm creating a listing and then it's sort of listed and forget it. But $1 or $2, again, on a multi-quantity, it can be worth it if it's something that's relatively easy to list and really easy to pack, which a keychain is. You just pop it in a thing. It's, it's easy. So I'm not dissuading you from really low margin items, but when it's a unique one of a kind and you're only going to make like $1. So yes, look at the price and it can be deceiving because you go, oh, $40. Always check, does it sell for that? Okay. It's not, what is it listed for? What does it sell for? And it can be really hard because you see the number and you're like, oh, and you're like grabbing it because you don't want somebody else to grab it. And it's like, think it through. So this is the habit I want to stop you from. And this is the question I've been seeing in things posting. So sellers posted, and I don't know how long they're selling on eBay. It wasn't clear from their post saying, I created these listings. It was in a collectible category. I'm competitively priced. Good. They've checked prices of their competitors. Okay. Again, if the keychain's listed, everybody's at $40. I think I'm doing really cool to list it at 39 or 38, right? So I think I'm competitively priced, and I am, for the listings that are active at the time I'm doing the listing, okay? But there's more to it than that. So if your sales have stalled, if your sales have stopped, and you're disheartened, right? Because it's disheartening. It's like, I want this stuff to sell. I'm listing it because I want the money for a project. I want to pay my rent, whether you're part-time or full-time. And your sales have stalled, stopped, or never started for our wonderful new sellers. And new sellers, welcome to eBay. We're going to turn that around for you. This is the habit you need to stop. Stop listing. I'll see people like, oh, I'm just going to list and list and list and list and list. If your sales have stopped, stalled, never started, really slowed down, stop listing for a minute. Just stop it. And the reason I'm saying this, and you guys are welcome to comment and give me your 2 cents on this, is you need to assess what's going on. You need to not press through. You need to not attack that pile of unlisted inventory. You need to address what is listed. Because if sales have slowed, stopped, stalled, or never started, something's up. It's like doing the diagnosis, right? I'm not feeling well, or, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like you want to stop. You don't want to like press through. It's like, oh, do I need to drink a little more fluid? Maybe take some vitamins. You know what I mean? It's stop. Assess what's going on. And I see people and they're like, oh, just list, just keep on listing. But what they're listing isn't selling. So rather than list more, I need to look at what's there. It's like assess what's there, right? And then with that knowledge, that's going to help me with the future listings. Okay, so sales have stalled, stopped, or never started. Breathe. Look at what's up. And that's why I told the story about the keychain. So look at what's up. Like the seller said, well, I'm competitively priced. I'm assuming what they're talking about is they're competitively priced with what is listed. But I need to know what it sells at. That's the pricing that you want to go after. eBay's product research tool, which used to be called Terapeak, now it's called Product Research, is free. We used to pay for it. I did. It's a great tool. Okay, now it's free. It's like, yay, go eBay. You have 3 years of data. It's on desktop and mobile. It has lots of really cool filters. It's really easy to use. And I'm going to show you, we're going to do 2 searches, and I'm going to show you some stuff. Okay, so this way you can do it. This is on desktop, but I checked on mobile. It's very good on mobile. So you can do this on mobile too. So hang on. And let's do product research. This is product research with Kathy. Okay. So since it is May, and I'm going to date this, this is May 2025. I said, let's research bathing suits. It's like, why not? And I'm going to pick 2. So I started with women's bikinis. Okay. Now, obviously you can do this with anything. So all you do is to find research, you go to the more tab on the desktop. If you're on the app, it's in selling. And if you look down, you'll see research. Then you're going to click research. Okay. It will give you a tour. Okay. We're not going to do that. We're going to type in what we're looking at, women's bikinis. And you can look at last 30 days, last 90, last 6 months, last year, last 2 years, last 3 years custom. And I said, you know what I want to know, because I'm pricing and listing my bikinis, is as we go into summer, is there going to be a big price difference? And I wanted to do 2 years because I said, let me just see, if there's any kind of difference in trend. And then I searched it. Okay, average sold price, shipping, half of them go free shipping. I mean, look at this, okay? I always toggle show sales trends. Let me just show you this. Because if you don't, you don't get this fun little graph, and I like this fun little graph, okay? Keep going. Now look at the graph. The price is pretty solid. It does not go wildly up and down, and this is what you want to do. So if I'm listed, here we are in May, you'll notice it's going up, right? but it hasn't flatlined. Like I don't see any big drop. Like this is a bit of a drop here in March. Okay, a bit of a drop. Nice spike here. It's like, wow. And that was November. Okay, so we're going into Christmas, maybe people going on cruises and stuff. So that's good to know, like nice little spike in November. But for women's bikinis, I mean, I look at this. Now, obviously you would, you can do all kinds of filters on pricing, and you can look at what's selling with the colors. But basically, women's bikinis are very strong year-round with it looks like some holiday spikes, okay? So taking that in mind, I would then do some more filters for the style that I'm selling. Is it just the bottom? Is it just the top? Is it a tropical print? I'd go into more detail. But basically, women's bikinis is solid. So if I'm not getting a sale on my women's bikini, I need to drill down. What about my keywords? Is it tropical? Is it colorful? What kind of print does it have? Is it solid? What's the size? What's the style? There's a lot of styles, okay? So if it's not selling because product research shows me that this is a pretty solid category with a lot of competition, then I really want to take a look at my keywords, okay? So that's solution number one for my sales have slowed or stalled is use product research and check to see if there's any spikes in what I'm selling. Like, is it a really slow period right now? But the 2 or 3 years of data shows me it picks up in a month or two. Or is it pretty solid? Mine isn't moving. Then I need to take a look at why isn't mine moving? Is it my price? This seller said they price competitively. Okay, you're priced competitively with what's listed, but then you need to go and look at what price it's sold for, right? Remember, it's not what it's listed for, what it sells for. And then take a look for colors and patterns and sizes and styles. If it's electronics, it's the part number, manufacturer number, all that kind of thing, okay? So check what it's sold for, keywords. Now, this is another fun one. So I was like, okay, women's bikinis, that was fun. I wanted to check a different category. I was looking for something that had more of a spike to it. So I said, let me check kids' bathing suits. So I checked kids' bathing suits. Okay, same thing. I went for 2 years because what I'm looking for is to see if there's any big drop in demand. Okay, and we're going to do showing sales trends because remember, I like little filters. And look at this. For kids, it really goes up and down. Okay, so if I was a seller listing a kid's bathing suit, and look at this. Okay, so this was January 6th. This is pretty high. Look at this, really high. No, again, November, they must be going on these cruises. I'm telling you, it feels like cruise season. Or they're going to Florida. They're going somewhere warm. Look at this, really spikes. So let's say I'm listing in November. And the bathing suits are selling for like $30. I'm like, yay. And I got it for like, $2 or $5. It's like, that's a nice margin, right? But then watch this. Literally within a week, how much the price drops. And then look at this, February, right? But then it starts to bounce back up. So sales have stopped, stalled, or not started. Yes, we're priced competitively with what's there. Go and take a look at the solds. Go to product research filter. And I like to filter by more than a year. If you just want to check the past 6 months, you go for it. But I really like to look at like a year or 2 years because I want to see if there's a seasonality to it, right? Like the kids' bathing suit. It really spikes that time in November and then it really drops. So if I was in that drop period, I'm going to make a lot less money. Now, depending on what you're sourcing it for, it still might work for you. But you need to know, are you listing in a category that has these big ups and downs? And are you in a down? Because when you bought it, what happens sometimes when we're sourcing inventory, here we are in May. Maybe I sourced it in February. And when I sourced it in February, when I used product research, the price was $40 and I'm buying it for $3. But now that I'm listing it in May, the price isn't 40 anymore. The price has dropped to 30 or to 20. Okay. So what is it listed for? What does it sell for? Is there a sales trend? Some things don't. Some things do not have a sales trend. They're solid all the way through. Yay. But then if mine's not selling, what does it sell for? And then I really got to take a look at the keywords because I might be missing a keyword. Okay. It could be the pattern. It could be the color. It could be the part number. You know, different categories people are looking for. They're using different kind of keywords. Okay. It could be the size. Like if it's a teddy bear, there's a 3-inch, a 6-inch, and a 9-inch. And the 6-inch is really popular. The 3 and the 9 is not so popular. So all of that stuff matters. So not just what is it listed for, what does it sell for? Check your keywords, check your trends. But sales can absolutely stay strong all year long. Okay. Something sells every second of every day on eBay, right? That's why eBay is in business. eBay only stays in business when people are shopping. So something is selling every second of every day because eBay is a very large platform with a lot of cool things listed. And what you want to work on is getting your things optimized and priced and with fabulous keywords so that they're selling. And I've got a guide for you. It's on my website. I love to be selling. You hop over there and it's specifically targeted to what you can run into in the summer. Hang on a second. Let me see. Do I have this? No. What's going on? Hang on a second. I got to find the right screen. Hang on. So you go to my website. I love to be selling. You're going to see, hang on a second. Here we go. You're going to see my summer tips that help you with, hang on a second, that help you. There's nothing like scrolling on the web while you're talking. Here we go. So you're going to hop over to my website. I love to be selling. You're going to grab my summer tips. It's free. And the thing that you will love is it's specifically geared to summer. Okay. So the top 10 tips to ignite eBay summer sales, and grab it. It's free. You will love it. If you don't know, hang on a second, why is this not? Anyway, it's there. I worked brick and mortar retail for over 20 years. So I absolutely know retail. I know sales. I know things that attract shoppers. And I was on QVC for over 6 years as a product presenter. So take advantage of my expertise. And I'm giving it to you in this free tip sheet. Use it. And keep your sales strong all summer long. Okay? Great. I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling. Bye-bye, everybody.